Well, hello everyone, Captain Max here, and it has been 1 year since I retired from my job as a Part 121 airline captain, and I thought I would do a video on what it's like to be retired. A common question that I get is, do you miss the job? And that requires a nuanced answer. Overall, no, I do not miss the job. I do miss the people, and I do miss some of the flying, and I do miss the sunsets out the windshield. And, when things are going great, they're going great and it's beautiful. It's the best job in the world. But when measured against the things I don't miss, the long 2.5 hour drive down to the airport, which still beats the heck out of commuting by air, and all of the aggravations with which we are all very well accustomed, I really don't miss it. The things I miss most, as I mentioned, the people, the sunsets, some of the few of the cool overnights that we had, and most of all, perhaps, the jump seat. I've only traveled a few times, only non-revved a couple of times since I retired, but I will tell you point blank, losing the jump seat, oh, that one stings. Don't tell anyone, but I've actually been reduced to buying tickets on important trips because I kind of had to get there. Shh, it's our little secret. I've often been asked if I plan to continue flying either corporate or just for fun, and the answer is no. I realized that I was at the point in life where there were other things to do, and with, honestly don't know how many hours I have. I'm going to say somewhere between 18 and 20,000 hours. Yes, I quit keeping a logbook a long time ago. I've kind of pegged out the fun meter, which is ironic because I still love aviation, but more of in the bookworm, model builder, researcher vein. One of the biggest reliefs is that I can watch the world news without panicking. If fuel prices go up, that's not good, but it doesn't affect me like it used to. And I see some airlines teetering on the edge of bankruptcy or mergers or union problems, and I'm just happy not to be part of that anymore. I will admit that when I do travel by air, I keep my airline ID badge with me. It says retiree on it, but sometimes it can help out when you're dealing with a gate agent or something. The people know that you're part of the family. And that's kind of cool. I was recently non-revving on company, and it turned out the captain was an old friend of mine, so we had a nice BS session and everything, and that kind of reminded me how much I miss the people. If you ask me would I do it again, absolutely, I would take the early retirement. I no longer feel like a stranger in my own home. I've slept here every night for a year, and it actually really feels like home now. The cat even remembers who I am. But everyone marches to the tune of a different drummer. Some people love the job and they lament the day they have to retire. And depending on your situation, I can completely understand that. For me, it was a long drive to work every week, a long drive back home, usually in the middle of the night. Doing that 4 times a month definitely wears on you. Then there's all the other stuff, the stress of training, medical renewals. Every time you get in that airplane, you're putting your career on the line. Over time, my attitude drifted from let's giddy up and go to please God, don't let me screw up. Did I mention I wasn't getting any sharper with age? The day I retired, I felt a weight come off my shoulders. And I really, really don't miss freaking out when I see something going on in the news that affects the airline travel, the degradation of services, the tightening of security. I know these things are necessary. I'm not complaining about that. I just do not miss being a part of that apparatus anymore. If we were still operating in a pre-9/11 kind of world where things are so much more relaxed, I know there's vulnerabilities. I understand why things are the way they are. But if we lived in a world where we didn't have to do so many of these things, I would probably miss the job. But it seems like the universe did everything in its power to squeeze the fun out of it. The other question I get is, do you plan to continue flying? Nope. I made my wife a promise that when I retired, that would be it. If I wasn't getting paid to fly, I wouldn't do it. And to be honest, after watching all these YouTube channels on general aviation accidents, I think I hate to be that guy, but I'm almost scared of small planes now. I know they're safe, but I watch these videos and you can see the mistakes they're making and it's starting to unravel. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. Not to mention, flying is an expensive hobby. And that brings us to the last thing that I really do miss. And that's all that beautiful money showing up in your bank account twice a month. Probably the biggest shift you have to make mentally when you retire is getting away from putting money away and saving money and actually starting to spend it. And now that I've done a projection over my expected lifespan, what I'll bring in, what I have, I can kind of relax. I'm pretty sure I'll run out before my money does. But let's hope that's not anytime too soon. Well, I think that covers everything. I hope this has been helpful, or at least a little bit entertaining. You guys take care of yourselves. May you arrive early and have a gate available.
I used to set my watch by the dawn, clip my wings and drag my boots along. Paper in my pocket, coffee in my hand, flying by the book for a dying brand. Spent my life on a moving line, one more test and they'd steal my time. Now I'm parked where the river bends, and I'm grinning like a fool again. No more forms to sign, no more line to toe, no more stiff little smile for the folks down low. No more check rides, let them go. No more medicals, no more blow. No more tests, no more roll. I'm done with the sky low. No more check rides, let them go. I'm walking slow, I'm free as snow. Clock can bark, but I won't move. I left that grind for the back porch crew. No alarm at 4, no gate to chase, no red eye running, no bad face, no chief pilot with a clipboard stare, no be here now and nobody cares. That whole airline wheel spun wild and thin, 1 week up, next week in the wind. Now I hear that storm from way out past, and I'm thanking God it's in my past. No more pressure in my chest, no more flug yourself, no more worry when the phone talks about the shelf. No more check rides, let them go. No more medicals, no more blow. No more tests, no more grow. I'm done with the sky low. No more check rides, let them go. I'm walking slow, I'm free as snow. Clock can bark, but I won't move. I left that grind for the back porch crew. Now I've got time for an honest meal, a Sunday seed and a handshake reel. If the wind turns rough, I let it be. A man can land and still be free. No more check rides, let them go. No more medicals, no more blow. No more tests, no more draw. I'm done with the sky low. No more check rides, let them go. I'm walking slow, I'm free as snow. Clock can bark, but I won't move. I left that grind for the back porch crew. Yeah, I left that grind for the back porch crew.